What is going on, everybody? This is Raw Review. Raw took place from Manchester, England last night. So, when it aired live on the USA Network or Sky Sports, Raw was a tape show because I live in the UK. Raw was a tape show, and in Manchester, they started the show at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. I'm not sure. Around there because they had main event before Raw started. So they taped it, then put it out on television and show as well. They can edit it and stuff like that. They edit some crowd reaction noises. They edited a hit where Jason Jordan hit Elias on the back with a guitar. But Raw was an absolutely awful show in my opinion. It was bad. It was bad. We saw Cesaro and Sheamus win the Raw Tag Team Championships. We saw the New Day invade Raw. We saw Braun Strowman and Kane finally have their face off and stand up. We saw Strowman versus The Miz. Jason Jordan being announced as the final man for the Raw Survivor Series team. We saw Balor versus Joe, but yeah, we saw some things, but Raw, it was just boring. Yeah, I wasn't pleased at all. I thought it would be a better show. And yes, the English crowd is much, much better than the American crowds. That's just a fact. It's just a fact. Not just because I'm from the UK, I'm saying that. It's a fact. And also, I forgot to say, Pete Dunne, the WWE United Kingdom champion, did make the main roster debut. I don't think he'll be staying on full time. I think that's just there because he's in the UK to get a huge pop from the crowd. And just because he's UK, and to just showcase the United Kingdom Championship. We don't see it a lot. So, the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel after Curtis Axel got destroyed by Braun Strowman with like about 5 power slams and a power slam through the announce table. Miz TV is here. Miz is there with the Mr. Raj. And Miz has a few words for his Survivor Series opponent, the United States Champion, Baron Corbin. Miz talks about their recent Twitter beef, which saw Corbin mention Maurice and their daughter that's due to be born next year. Miz rips Corbin and says he better bring his A game at Survivor Series because he's going to beat Corbin so badly and do something Corbin can never do. Make him and his title relevant. So Miz is saying how he made the Yes, you did make the Intercontinental Championship relevant last year or earlier this year when you were on SmackDown Live. But now the Intercontinental Championship isn't really relevant, Miz, so you sound like a hypocrite. Now for Baron Corbin hasn't done anything with the United States Championship. He's been having this small feud with Sin Cara, but I found out Sin Cara got injured at a house show. Badly injured too with his leg. So he'll be out. So I don't know what Baron Corbin will be doing tonight on SmackDown Live. Kurt Angle is in the ring as well. Miz shows up a video of Raw Commissioner Stephanie McMahon threatening Angle with his job if he doesn't produce results at Survivor Series as the team captain. Angle says he's not going anywhere. And then he goes and brings up SmackDown Commissioner Shane McMahon, who has an inferior complex because they will always be the B show, he says. Angle says we will prove that at Survivor Series, Miz reminds Angle of the Under Siege attack from 2 weeks ago and shows us to replay on the big screen. Miz asks Angle how he retaliated and shows us a video of SmackDown General Manager Daniel Bryan on the show last week at his backstage chat where Kane chokeslammed him. Miz says Angle locked Bryan in his office and ordered Kane to attack him to prove a point to SmackDown Live. Miz says SmackDown won't be happy about this and he wouldn't be surprised if they attacked again tonight. Well, kind of ironic you said that, Miz, because SmackDown Live's New Day did invade Raw. Angle says they wouldn't dare, and he had nothing to do with the attack. He apologizes to Bryan and says he has nothing but respect for Bryan. So Miz goes on and brings up how Angle set them up to be attacked by Braun Strowman last week. Miz says he and Bo were lucky enough to escape, but Axel wasn't, and we saw that. Braun Strowman absolutely annihilated Curtis Axel. Fans shout for Axel, he was wearing a neck brace. Miz says Bryan doesn't deserve an apology, Axel does. They have more words and more tension. Miz says if Angle had nothing to do with last week's attack by Braun, then why did he put Braun on Team Raw the very next day? Angle says they have nothing to do with each other and Braun deserves to be on Team Raw. Angle says Braun is one hell of a negotiator because he had to promise Braun one thing. Miz wonders what that is. A match against The Miz. Miz drops to his knees and begs and pleads with Angle as he leaves the ring and his music plays. And I thought this match was going to be for the Intercontinental Championship. Let me just tell you now. It wasn't for the Intercontinental Championship. WWE did not put the Intercontinental title on the line. So I thought we would be seeing Braun Strowman walking into Survivor Series as the Intercontinental Champion. We then had a guitar and a pole match with Elias versus Jason Jordan. And no, I hate pole matches. The only relevant pole match I think I've ever seen was the Dean Ambrose versus John Cena one a few years ago, where the winner would get to face Seth Rollins inside Hell in a Cell when they wanted revenge on Seth Rollins. And that is when we actually saw a great Seth Rollins, in my opinion. Great character Seth Rollins when he was a heel. And then the loser of that match would face Randy Orton in a Hell in a Cell, if my memory is correct. So Elias comes out, he wants to sing a song, and Elias was over. He was over with the Manchester crowd. He was over. They loved it. Then he started singing bad about them, talking bad about them. There was a few boos. Jason Jordan comes out. This match was very short. I don't care. Who cares? Ending of the match. Jason Jordan nails Elias with the guitar. They definitely put a sound effect to win the match. After the match, Jason Jordan stands still with what's left of the guitar as music hits. Backstage, The Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus confront Kurt Angle backstage, complaining about how he hasn't made Raw Tag Team Champions Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose prove their worth going into Survivor Series. Sheamus accuses him of showing favoritism. This leads to Angle granting The Bar a title shot for later on in the night. We then had Asuka versus Stacey Coates, a local competitor, a Manchester jobber. What do you think happened? Asuka destroyed this woman quickly. Asuka look, and that was it. Asuka over the crowd as she should be. But I really don't think Asuka should be on Raw every week. She shouldn't be on Raw every week. She should be booked like how she was on NXT. Nevertheless, Asuka Asuka was announced to be a part of Team Raw for the women's side. She is a part of Team Raw. So Team Raw, the women's, should not lose this. Asuka should destroy Team SmackDown Live. There's no way Team SmackDown Live should be beating Team Raw with Asuka in it. That cannot happen. That cannot happen. So Alicia Fox announced Asuka for Team Raw at Survivor Series. Then we had a backstage with O'Neal and Cruz, and we don't care. Our Titus requested a match. So it's just that Samoa Joe versus Titus O'Neal. Titus O'Neal came out, okay? And the destroyer Samoa Joe took out Cruz, flew Cruz off the ramp, and Cruz went flying. After that, Coquino clutched the Titus O'Neal on the stage, on the ramp, and that was it. Joe made his way to the ring. Open challenge. He wants a real fight. Finn Balor answers it. Welcome. Finn Balor just love answering open challenges now. Finn Balor answered Kane's 2 weeks ago, and now he's answering Joe's. And yes, hold on, I was actually saying after. This match was good. Did not like how the commentators never talked about the NXT rivalry. Why? Why didn't they talk about Balor and Joe's NXT rivalry? It's like any time an NXT talent goes to the main roster, the NXT accolades, what's happened, the NXT history, their background is completely white. I don't understand. I do not understand. It doesn't make any sense. This was a back and forth match, back and forth. On the ending, so Joe go for the cookie in the clutch. Balor broke it, nailed the double stomp to the chest. Joe rolled to the floor for a breather. Balor runs the ropes and leaps out, taking Joe down on the floor. Fans count along as Balor gets hacked on the floor. Balor works over Joe, but Joe fights back. Joe dropped Balor on the ramp. The referee counts both of them out. Then after the bell, wow, what a bro. Fans chant boo, as swearing at the finish. Joe and Balor brawl on the ramp as officials try to break the fight up. Joe takes Balor down as the brawl continues. Security's out. The Raw General Manager Kurt Angle's out. They tried to hold them back. Balor did a leaping forearm off the stage to Joe. Angle has had enough. Angle says this is the kind of action he wants on his team at Survivor Series. He announces both Finn Balor and Samoa Joe for Team Raw, which is very predictable and expected, but which is great. Joining Angle and Braun. Balor ends up running and leaping off the stage, taking Joe down on the floor. Joe recovers as Finn's music hits as we go to replays. The Miz is then backstage with the Mr. Raj. Both tries to talk to Braun, tries to talk Braun Strowman down to motivate Miz for his match later tonight. Axel says he's not sure. He's never been manhandled like he was last week. Axel suggests they leave quickly. Miz looks at him and he's not happy. Axel changes his mind and says they will stay and fight if Miz wants to. Kurt Angle's backstage, leaving Daniel Bryan a voicemail, apologizing for what Kane did last week and telling Bryan to call him back when he's feeling better. Jason Jordan, his son, walks in and Angle gives him props for improving lately. Angle says this may be seen as favoritism, but he hopes Jordan has thick skin. Angle names Jordan as the final member of the men's team Raw at Survivor Series. What an absolute failure. I would have definitely preferred Roman Reigns. I don't like Roman Reigns, but definitely would have preferred Roman Reigns to be the final member of Team Raw. But we found out why Roman Reigns is not the final member of Team Raw later on in the night in the main event. Absolutely ridiculous. Jason Jordan. Really, Jason Jordan. And there's other talent on Raw. Even Kane. I would have been alright with Kane over Jason Jordan in that match. Jason Jordan. He hasn't been booked as a big deal, as a major threat. You're telling me there's Balor, there's Joe, there's Strowman, there's Angle in your team, then you have Jason Jordan? How does that sound? SmackDown Live, the four confirmed already. Shinsuke Nakamura, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, Shane McMahon, and possibly AJ Styles? And you're telling me Jason Jordan is in that match? What a joke. What a joke. Sorry. Mike Rome is backstage with Sasha Banks and Bayley ahead of their match with Jax and Fox. They're going about Survivor Series saying they deserve and want to be on Team Raw. Sasha says Alicia better name them to the team. Bayley says it's time to remind everyone that no one shines better on the big stage than they do. Sasha Banks and Bayley, same old thing. Turn Bayley heel. Bayley's garbage on Raw. Nia versus Nia Jax and Alicia Fox. Well way to book your team your Raw Women's team captain by tapping out to a bank statement. Great, Rosa. Very good booking, WWE. Good decision. And then, to further embarrass herself, Alicia Fox, she says she needs Banks on her team. But she said it like she didn't really want her. But she knows she's good. Bayley looks on feeling left out as Sasha's music starts back up. So Bayley is not in there. But I would love to see this. How about, I have an idea, WWE not put Sasha Banks in the Raw Women's match for Survivor Series. Bayley feels left out and jealous, okay, because she looked upset. Left out and jealous. Turns heel! Attacks Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is then eliminated. So then you have one elimination. They could do the rest apart from Asuka. Asuka wipes out to SmackDown Live. I think that sounds good. Braun Strowman versus The Miz. I thought this was an Intercontinental Championship match, but found out that this was a non-title match. Well, what should I say here? Braun Strowman destroyed The Miz. Bill throws. I don't know what, he puts them upside down, slams them down, kicks, running clotheslines, just destroying The Miz. And Strowman got out that ring and punched Dallas, and it sounded, oh my gosh, the connection. Threw Axel into the barricade. Then he went back. Then he threw Miz out onto the partners. Music interrupts, and out comes Kane. By the way, the only good. I love Kane's new theme song. They changed the version of it, and I like it. Braun stares the big red monster down as he marches down the ramp. Kane enters the ring, faces off with the monster among men. Braun wants Kane. Kane just nods. Kane attacks and they start brawling as the referee goes through the bell. Kane grabs Braun for a choke slam, but Braun blocks it. Braun scoops Kane up, nails the running power slam. Braun stands tall and yells, "Roar!" Kane sits right up though. Till he gets to his feet. Braun clotheslines him over the top rope. Kane lands onto his feet. The Miz and Mr. Raj attack Braun Strowman. Kane walks off. Braun overpowers them. Splashes Miz in the corner. Running power slam to Miz. Braun Strowman is there. Renee Young is backstage with the Raw Tag Team Champions asking about the main event. Ambrose says they have to expect the unexpected as champions, but that's what they do every night. Defend the titles. Ambrose says they're going to take care of the bar, then go have some fish and chips and a few pints. Seth Rollins says you're bound to make enemies when you're as good as they are. Rollins goes on and says they will prove to SmackDown Tag Team Champions the Usos who the best team in the world is at Survivor Series. They also rip on Sheamus and Cesaro, promising that they won't win tonight. that they wouldn't have won last night. Sorry. Enzo cuts a promo. Who cares about Enzo? Same thing with Kalisto. Kalisto and Enzo Amore are having another match. Cruiserweight division is absolutely irrelevant. Apparently, they're going to join Hideo Itami to the Cruiserweight division, which is a joke. And yeah, Kalisto rushes to the ring. He's at ringside. Kurt Angle comes out to Pete Dunne's music. Then I was like, no, WWE definitely messed up with the sound system. It wasn't Kurt Angle supposed to come out to his music. Then announced Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne's music was playing. Kurt Angle was like, welcome, Pete, the United Kingdom champion, Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne came out. And it kind of spoiled the... It spoiled it. It spoiled it. It is spoiled it. Pete Dunne versus Enzo Amore. Didn't like how Enzo Amore got some shots in. If Pete Dunne puts on what? One of the best matches of the year this year at TakeOver Chicago against Tyler Bate. You're telling me a bum like Enzo Amore who can't wrestle. Pete Dunne couldn't have destroyed him. Pete Dunne could have destroyed him. No WWE. Choke. Pete Dunne won with the beautiful finisher. Bitter end. No. Don't be silly, people. Don't be silly. Pete Dunne is not on Raw. He's not in the main roster. They did it to get a pop because it was in England and to just feature and showcase the United Kingdom Championship. That is all it was. Charlie's backstage with the Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss, asking about her Survivor Series match against SmackDown Women's Champion Natalya. Bliss says Natalya is an eccentric cat lady and knocks her recent comments on SmackDown. Charlie reminds Bliss that she really did run away during the On the Siege attack. Bliss looks Charlie and says she's going to run circles around Natalya just like she did when she was on SmackDown. Bliss goes on and knocks Natalya to end the interview. I've said it now in my Raw review, my TLC review. Alexa Bliss is getting very boring now. I think a face turn is actually needed for Alexa Bliss. She's getting very boring now. Very boring. Very boring. She was booked better on SmackDown Live. She was a better SmackDown Women's Champion. Then she's a Raw Women's Champion. I don't care what any of you say. That is what I think. That is a fact, actually. That is a fact. Alexa Bliss is getting boring, and she was booked much better on SmackDown Live. Natalya should win. Natalya and the SmackDown Women's Division is dead, but Natalya just needs a victory. Natalya needs a clean victory as well, because Natalya and Alexa Bliss, I don't really care. I don't really care. Are they the SmackDown Raw Women's Champions? Like, really? Don't care. No interest. We then had the main event between the Bar and Seth Rollins and Ambrose. Yes! This was a very good match. Don't get me wrong. This was a very good match. So much tag team moves. So much action. So many near falls. Tag team moves and near falls. Rollins, you have Rollins flying all over the place. It's just a good match. Ambrose and Rollins, both of this. Cesaro, Sheamus, Ambrose and Rollins. Great in the ring. Great in the ring. Great in the ring together. They have such good chemistry. Now I'm going to show you the ending now of what happened. I'm going to tell you the ending now. Fans were chanting for Seth Rollins. Sheamus tagged back in for a double white noise. Ambrose runs in and stops it. Rollins super kicks Cesaro, then super kicks Sheamus. Ambrose hits dirty deeds on Sheamus as Rollins sends Cesaro to the floor. Rollins nails a frog special Sheamus, but Cesaro runs in and break. Oh my gosh, when I mean Cesaro ran in, I thought Ambrose and Rollins retained. Cesaro bulldozed Seth Rollins, pushed him on top of Dean Ambrose, I think, to break the pen. My goodness me. And also, I forgot to know, this is ridiculous. Why are the Shield, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, still coming out to Roman Reigns' song? I don't understand. There is a difference between Roman Reigns' song and the actual Shield song. All they're doing is putting Sierra Hotel, Indio, Echo Lima, Delta, the Shield, and then they play Roman Reigns music. You can hear the difference between the Shield's music and Roman Reigns music. So I suggest you, if you don't know the difference, listen to it and check it out. There's a different beat. Just use the Shield. Why use Roman Reigns? To put Roman Reigns more over. That's exactly why. All four superstars are down now. We had Big E's familiar introduction for the New Day. I was like, what is happening? Out come the SmackDown superstars. Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods from the crowd as both teams are distracted. They dance down through the crowd, but are taking their time. I was like, are Raw being invaded? On the siege again? Woods applauds the crowd for staying awake for this 3-hour presentation of the B Show. I laughed when Woods said they applauded for staying awake. Thank you, Woods. I didn't know you realized that I struggled to stay awake as well. watching Monday Night Raw. We see Kurt Angle, Rhino, and Slater walking through the back. Braun appears and Angle orders him to get the others. Angle gathers other Raw superstars to hit the ring as the New Day keeps talking trash. All Kurt Angle had to do was call off the match, send the superstars up to the New Day, but no. The match carried on. The superstars just stared at the New Day. Jason Jordan was the only one I saw going up to try and take out the New Day, sorry. The New Day keep talking trash. And New Day says they're warning them Raw to get ready for Under Siege Part 2. Angle comes out with the Raw roster, surprising the New Day. The Red Band surround the ring to block any kind of attack from the Blue Brand. The New Day leaves as some of the Raw superstars go through the crowd after them. Sheamus takes advantage of the distraction. Out of nowhere, I didn't even see the bro kick. Bro kick, Flows runs over bro kick. Dean Ambrose realized, tried to get in the ring. Cesaro pulled him out. And the bar of the new Raw Tag Team Champions. They're 3-time Raw Tag Team Champions now, I think. Don't know why. There's nothing for Cesaro and Sheamus to do. They've been in the Raw Tag Team picture for the whole year on Raw. There's nothing for them to do. In the next Superstar Shake-Up, draft, whatever, Cesaro and Sheamus really need to go over to SmackDown Live. There's no teams. The clubs they're not a team. That's a joke. So there's no Hardy words. So it's just gonna keep on being Ambrose and Rollins versus Cesaro and Sheamus. And now we also have Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Usos at Survivor Series. I would have preferred the Shield versus Cesaro and Sheamus, but remember the chemistry in last year's Survivor Series tag team match when Usos and Cesaro and Sheamus were the last ones in the ring. Cesaro and Sheamus got the ring for Raw. That was absolutely amazing, though, for those two teams. So I can't wait. Should still be a good matches, but looking forward to the show. They also announced that Roman Reigns will be returning next week, and the Shield will have a reunion, like they never reunited. It's just been a failed Shield reunion, so I'm guessing that Survivor Series, we will get the Shield versus the New Day now, because the Shield want revenge on the New Day. The New Day costed them the Raw Tag Team Championships. You know the drill with WWE. So I'm guessing it will be the New Day versus the Shield at Survivor Series, and you're gonna have Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Usos. We saw Jason Jordan and Samoa Joe and Finn Balor being named as part of Team Raw. We saw Asuka and Sasha Banks also being included for the women's Team Raw. And that is my Monday Night Review. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. The link will be in the description. Follow me on Twitch. That link will also be on the description. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Please support Khairo's TV. Leave a subscribe. Click that bell for more. All of my social media links are in the description, so make sure to check them out. Follow me on those and subscribe to the channel to help support the channel for many more great, awesome, entertaining WWE uploads. Thank you for watching my Raw review if you made it this far. If you enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button. It would be highly appreciated. I hope you all enjoy your day. Thank you for watching, and I will do my SmackDown Live review tomorrow. Thank you for watching.